Vertex form of a quadratic is y equals a times quantity x minus h squared plus k, where hk is the vertex. If we have a parabola that's been graphed and we want to be able to figure out the equation algebraically, there are a few steps that we want to take. The first is to identify the vertex. So in this case, it's at 1, negative 2. So we're going to substitute that into vertex form because we know that hk is the vertex. So that's where 1 is h and negative 2 is k. The next step we need to take is to find a coordinate on the parabola that's not the vertex, sub that in for x and y, and solve for a. If at all possible, we want to be able to use like the x-intercepts or the y-intercept because those will give us at least one of our numbers to be 0. But you just need to make sure you're very careful and you select a point that is actually on your parabola. And you cannot use the vertex because that's not going to help you solve for a. So in this case, I'm going to use the x-intercept 3, 0. And I substitute 3 in for x and 0 in for y, and I start to solve for a. I do that first by, I dropped my parentheses. Then I combine 3 minus 2, or 3 minus 1, and that gives me 2. Then I figure out what 2 squared is, that's 4. I add, or I subtract 4a from both sides. I could have added 2 to both sides, either way is fine. And then I want to solve for a by dividing both sides by negative 4. So I find that my a value is 0.5. Once you get to this point, you want to kind of consider, does that a value make sense? A positive a value means your parabola opens up, ours does, and then the value right here of 0.5 means our parabola is a little bit fatter than our parent function, and it seems to be a little bit fatter, so that's good. So the next step is to just write your equation in vertex form. So that gives us y equals 0.5 times x minus 1 quantity squared minus 2.